Hey everybody, this is Rob Vegas. I'm checking in from Melbourne, Australia, and of course we are back with another awesome music video today. And this one's a request from my good friend Joe Recondo, who wanted to hear some clutch. So let's bring it on, shall we? Those are the riffs in the song. Let's break them down to just the facts and break them down to brass tacks. And there's a lot going on, and you'll probably notice I'm doing like that whole thing is just down picking, and that just means I'm hitting the strings from the top and my hand is going in a downward motion when we're hitting the strings. So that's what that means. Of course, there's another style of picking called up picking, which, as the name implies, means you're just hitting the strings in an upward motion, and then you can go back and forth between the two and get what's called alternate picking. So down picking, if you want to watch, up picking, alternate picking. And you can play this song however you like and whatever feels comfortable to you and what sounds good. But yeah, I just like playing it all with down picking. Anyway, the riffs, let's talk about them. That little start riff is the A string. That's the second one from the top, and yeah, it just starts off with this little tagger where you're hitting the 10th fret. Just like that. So you 10, open, 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 open. So there's that little melody bit, which is the 10th fret on the A again, the 12th fret on the A, and then give them a little bend. And then back down to the 10th, so. And a few little opens in between there as well. And then we go to the E string and we play the 12th fret on there. And then the 10th fret on the E string, and then the 12th fret again on the E, and then 10 to 12 again. So if you put all that together, you should have something like this. Bang! And that's that little sort of melody. That's going to come up again, so don't forget it. And yeah, you just rock the hell out of that. But of course, that's the intro to the song, so you play it a bit quieter, like. So you can do that. Also, instead of playing the low E string for that, you could just play that on the A again to keep it consistent. And you just play it at the 5th fret and the 7th fret. So it's the same note. So you can don't play that, obviously, because that sounds ridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, you definitely don't want to play that. But yeah, so you can do that. It's up to you, depending on what mood you're in, and as I said, what sounds good to your ear and what you feel comfortable with playing. They do repeat that little motif, so it's the same riff, but it's up an octave. So that's like the 12th fret on the G, 14th fret on the G, and 12th fret on the D, and 14th fret on the D, and you just play that. And that sort of is in the background there in that intro when the song starts up. And then of course it kicks in, and in true Clutch style it kicks in hard. And this riff is, again, we've got that, so we give it the juice. We've got that A string again, but it starts on the 3rd fret. So, and what that is, so 3rd fret, open a couple of times, 3rd fret again, and then the 5th fret, and then the 4th fret. And that's your verse riff, and it's a banger. Nice and simple, but it gets the job done. So let's check it out. So that should get you across the line. Pop in your vocals, bang. You're having a good time. Which brings us to the chorus. Speaking of vocals, this is one hell of a chorus. If you haven't heard Earth Rocker before, go check it out and turn it up loud. But make sure you do that after you finish watching my video and leaving a comment and liking and subscribing, of course. The chorus. Okay, so we just head on up to the 10th fret on your low E string, and we want the 12th fret on the A string. Put them together and we get, and yeah, we hit that, and then we give it some open E strings, and we give it that little melody that we had from the intro. So and then back to the E for a few more. So that little chord again, that 10th fret, 12th fret, and then we move around a bit, specifically down to the 5th fret, and we play that same sort of chord pattern again. So 5th fret on the E and 7th fret on the A, and then down one, or open, then down one fret, so like that. So down another one to the 3rd fret, and we keep that pattern there on those two strings, and we just hold that for a bit. Yeah. So and then we just move back up to that 5th fret chord to, complete that cycle. So from the top for the chorus. And if you know the words, I'm sure you're singing along at home there. Yeah, you know the drill. So put all that together, and bang, you've got a pretty good chunk of Earth Rocker. Now there is a middle section, of course, and it just kicks into this riff, which is on the low E string, and there's a few other little bits to it that involves the 5th fret on the A and the 7th fret on the A, and then back down to the 5th fret. So I'll play that for you, and hopefully you can get the gist of it. to play that like a bit slower, it's just, as I said, we have that 5th fret sort of ready in the background, and then deploy it on the 8th string, and then send it up to the 7th, and then back down just in between those big sort of chuggy notes, those. And you can hear I'm sort of accenting a couple of the big open E's there, and that's in you know, sort of in concordance, vis-a-vis, ergo, therefore, you know, just along with the riff. And yeah, if you listen to it and play along with it, you'll get where the accents are, and yeah, you'll be an earth rocker in no time. There's one more bit, of course. This is the lead up to the final chorus after that bridge, and that is this another bit with some chords. This time again we've got that 5th fret on the low E string and the 7th fret on the A string. So chuck them together and you get that. Yep. And you just got to move that up to the 8th fret on the low E string and the 10th fret on the A, and bang, you've got this riff. Yeah, and that gets you that sort of build up bit to the final chorus. One last little thing there is, of course, after it does that bit, it goes. So basically, that 10th fret chord again, up to, or sorry, that 8th fret I should say, so 8th fret on your low E and 10th fret on your A, and then just move that up too, so you got 10th on the E and 12th on the A. Yeah, then down to the 3rd fret on the low E and the 5th fret on the A. And one more sneaky little note to chuck in, which is another one of these chords right at the end, which of course is the 1st fret on the E and 3rd fret on the A. So chuck in that cheeky 1st fret chord there, and then back into that chorus riff, and you will be an earth rocker. So yeah, what an awesome song, and what a great request from Joe. I really appreciate it, and yeah, he's a great dude. And yeah, I appreciate everyone's requests, and most of all I appreciate you guys all watching, and yeah, giving me a big up to keep going with these music videos. It's a real yeah, it's really, I really appreciate it, so thank you. Yeah, if you've watched this far, you've liked the video, hit us up with a big old thumbs up. If you want to put in a request, throw down a comment as well in the section there. And of course, if you haven't already, hit up that subscribe button and get the bell on. And also, of course, yeah, just thanks everybody. I'll see you soon in the next video. In the meantime, yeah. Catch you soon, everyone.